First section of privately funded border wall completed by Kris Kobach's group video. Kris Kobach just shamed the Democrats and all the media who mocked his group's effort to build a border wall with private funds. The media has mocked the effort and even went so far as to trash the reputation of a wounded veteran and triple amputee who started the group. Shameful, they all poured on when the wall was delayed for a few weeks and now we know why. Loading. They just released a video showing the wall being built. They completed the first half-mile and will finish the rest of their first section in the next day or so. They are smartly filling in gaps in the current wall, where they can find property to build. It is both smart and effective. Watch the video below to see how effective. From the Gateway Pundit. Kris Kobach was also proud to share with us the good news. There were a lot of doubters out there who just could not conceive that a private group was building a border wall. They said harsh things about we build the wall and we proved them wrong. It is just really satisfying. The section of wall we build the wall focused on closes a half-mile gap that existed for years between the end of the El Paso, Texas border wall and Mount Cristo Rey. The gap is across from the Mexican city of Juarez. Currently, the El Paso sector is the second busiest sector in terms of family apprehensions, UACs this fiscal year. Those categories now make up the majority of Border Patrol apprehensions. Kobach explained the current wall ends abruptly and then there's gap for about half a mile between the end of that wall and Mount Cristo Rey in New Mexico. Mount Cristo Rey sits on the west side of El Paso. Kris said, the gap is a half-mile wide corridor and it's literally a parking lot on the Mexican side and then you walk 5 steps and you are in the parking lot on the American side. There's no barbed wire. There's not any barrier. You just walk from one parking lot to the other. In the past, groups over 100 in size on a typical evening would often come through this particular corridor. And while the Border Patrol is dealing with all the people down at the bottom of the gap in the flat area, the cartels would be sending drugs up on the side of the mountain with no border control interference at all. The We Build the Wall organization focused on this major gap in American security. They closed the gap that allowed the two illegal flows, the flow of illegal aliens at the bottom and the flow of drugs halfway up to the mountain. Kris told us, the Army Corps of Engineers said it was impossible to build the wall here. They looked at the incline that climbs 300 feet over the course of this half-mile and they said it can't be built. We proved them wrong.